There's a version of us I think about sometimes. Not often, not with longing, just the way you think about a road you didn't take, not because you chose wrong, just because you chose. We were good at almost, good at the space between, good at the kind of conversation that goes on past the last train and still doesn't say the thing. What we almost were was something worth the almost. What we almost were was real enough to keep, not in the way of holding on, just in the way of knowing something true was there, even if it never had a name. What we almost were was enough. I saw someone laugh the way you laughed on a Tuesday in the rain. I didn't stop, I didn't reach for my phone. I just smiled and kept walking, which felt like progress, which felt like something. There's a cafe I still go to, where we sat that one afternoon. I always take the same seat, not to remember, just because it's the good seat by the window with the light. What we almost were was something worth the almost. What we almost were was real enough to keep, not in the way of holding on, just in the way of knowing something true was there, even if it never had a name. What we almost were was enough. I don't need it to have been more, I don't need a different ending. Some things are complete exactly as they are, unfinished and true and quietly perfect. What we almost were, I carry it lightly now. What we almost were taught me something about the kind of person I want to almost be with, and the kind I want to stay with. What we almost were was a good thing, just a good thing. That's enough, that's more than enough. Almost real enough. Enough. The waiter came around at 7. I looked up from the menu, raised my hand. 2 fingers, same as always. Before I understood, before I remembered that always doesn't live here anymore. I put 1 finger down Ordered one glass, one plate. Watched him take the second menu from across the table, like removing evidence of a habit I haven't broken yet. I still order for two. My hand moves before my head remembers. I still order for two. The body keeps its own calendar, doesn't check the date, doesn't know what changed, just knows what we used to do. On evenings just like this one, I still order for two, and then I don't. There's a particular way I face the door when I sit down, so you could see me when you walked in. I still do that. Table for one facing the entrance, watching strangers come through. None of them you, all of them arriving for someone. The bread came in a basket meant for sharing. I ate it all, which felt like both a loss and a small victory, depending on the light. I still order for two. My hand moves before my head remembers. I still order for two. The body keeps its own calendar, doesn't check the date, doesn't know what changed, just knows what we used to do. On evenings just like this one, I still order for two, and then I don't. It's not that I forget, it's that some things live below forgetting, in the place where hands just move and feet just walk the old route home, and eyes just check the door, because that's what eyes did for 2 years. On a Tuesday, I still order for two, less often now. Some Tuesdays I remember before my hand goes up, and some Tuesdays I don't. And both are fine, both are just the long way of learning something the body already knows, but hasn't finished grieving yet. One glass, one plate, I was walking home on Thursday, nothing special, nothing planned. A man came toward me on the pavement, brown jacket, same cut, same lapel for half a second. Less than half a second, something moved in my chest, the way a bird moves when a window opens, then settles back. It wasn't you, of course it wasn't you, but my eyes didn't check before my chest did. The jacket you left in my head is the one I can't every room you entered. The jacket you left in my head still fits you perfectly every time. I know the color now, I clock it half a street away. Brown leather, slightly worn, third button from the collar. The way it sat on your shoulders like it was made for exactly you and nobody else. I've seen it on 6 strangers since you left. None of them wore it right. They all just wore a jacket. You wore a whole particular version of yourself. The jacket you left in my head is the one I can't return. You took your things in February, but you forgot to take the way you looked coming through a door in that jacket, slightly open, like you owned every room you entered. The jacket you left in my head still fits you perfectly every time. Memory is strange that way. It doesn't keep the arguments or the silences or the difficult Tuesday mornings. It keeps the jacket, it keeps the way you laughed at something on the radio. It keeps the small things that were only ever yours, and keeps them better than you left them. The jacket you left in my head, I've stopped trying to forget it. It's not hurting anyone, hanging there. The jacket you left in my head is just a jacket now, just a color on a stranger, just a half second in a Thursday afternoon that I walked through and kept going, and that was fine. That was just fine. Just a jacket, just a Thursday, just fine. Found a photograph this afternoon, not looking, just came across it. Me at someone's kitchen table, laughing at something off frame. I look good, not in the way of pretty, in the way of present, in the way of someone who was somewhere they wanted to be. That was your chapter, the one with the good light, the one where I laughed at things off frame. You were the good part of a chapter I don't entirely miss. You were the good part, not the whole book, just the part worth keeping, the part that taught me what good feels like when it's actually good. You were the good part, and that's not a small thing. That's not a consolation. That's the whole truth of what you were. I don't miss the arguments or the distance or the waiting. I don't miss wondering where I stood on certain days. left it on my side of the desk without asking, without announcing, just left it there. Like it was obvious, like I was obvious, like taking care of someone was just something you did because they were there. You were the good part of a chapter I don't entirely miss. You were the good part, not the whole book, just the part worth keeping, the part that taught me what good feels like when it's actually good. You were the good part, and that's not a small thing. That's not a consolation. That's the whole truth of what you were. Some people leave you worse. Some people leave you smaller. Some people take something you don't get back. You left me knowing what I was looking for. You left me knowing what I deserve. That's not nothing. That's not nothing at all. You were the good part. I can say that now without it meaning I want it back. You were the good part, and somewhere in another city or another life, I hope you're someone's good part too. I hope you're leaving people better than you found them. The way you left me, better than you found me. The way you left me, good. The good part, just the good part. There's a building on the corner of Vine, 3rd floor, the one with the big windows. We talked about a place like that once, passing it on a Sunday in November. I stopped today, just for a moment, long enough to count the windows, long enough to pick the one that would have been ours. 3rd from the left, the one with the light. The version of us that never happened lives up there on the 3rd floor. The version of us that never happened has a kitchen with good morning light, has a drawer that sticks in winter, has a rug we argued over, and a shop on a Saturday that we never walked into. The version of us that never happened is so specific, it almost hurts to know exactly what we didn't have. I imagine Sunday mornings there, the particular quiet of two people who have run out of things to prove, just coffee and the sound of someone else existing in the same room. I imagine we had opinions about which side of the bed and whose turn it was, and what to have for dinner on a Wednesday when neither of us felt like deciding. Small things kind that make a life out of ordinary air. The version of us that never happened lives up there on the 3rd floor. The version of us that never happened has a kitchen with good morning light, has a drawer that sticks in winter, has a rug we argued over in a shop on a Saturday that we never walked into. The version of us that never happened is so specific, it almost hurts to know exactly what we didn't have. I don't know who lives there now, someone who doesn't know. They're living in our unlived life, someone hanging their own things on our imagined walls, someone sleeping in the room we never chose, but somehow always knew. The version of us that never happened. I visit it sometimes, not with longing, just with a particular tenderness you feel for something that was never yours, but could have been so easily. Could have been. The version of us that never happened was a good life. I think it would have been a good life. 3rd floor, the one with the light. Could have been. You got your coat at 10:30. I watched you check your pockets twice, the way you do when you're deciding whether you're actually leaving or just performing leaving to see if someone stops you. I didn't stop you, you know I didn't. I said goodnight, the way you say goodnight when you mean something else entirely. And you said goodnight back the same way. If you'd stayed 10 more minutes, I would have said it. I know, because I had it ready right there. 10 minutes from your hand on the door. I would have said it, and everything after would have been different. Different city, maybe different mornings, different version of my name in someone's mouth. If you'd stayed 10 more minutes, we would have been something. I watched you from the window, you didn't look back, which told me something I didn't want to know yet, about how ready you were to go. It was raining slightly, the kind that doesn't count as rain. You turned up your collar, walked toward the corner, turned left, and that was it. That was the last frame of the version of us that almost started. If you'd stayed 10 more minutes, I would have said it. I know, because I had it ready right there. 10 minutes from your hand on the door. different city, maybe different mornings, different version of my name in someone's mouth. If you'd stayed 10 more minutes, we would have been something. I've replayed it more times than I'll admit, changed the ending every single time. Sometimes I stop you at the door, sometimes you turn around, sometimes neither of us says anything at all, and somehow it still works out. But in every version, someone stays 10 more minutes. That's all it ever needed, 10 more minutes, and the nerve to use them. If you'd stayed 10 more minutes, I think I'm glad you didn't, because the version of me who was ready to say it deserves someone who didn't need 10 more minutes to wanna hear it. If you'd stayed 10 more minutes, it might have been the start of something I would have held together with both hands for the wrong reasons. So maybe the coat and the collar and the corner were exactly right, exactly on time. 10 more minutes, maybe exactly right, exactly on time. I was writing something down this morning, noticed how I held the pen. 3 fingers, loose grip, angled left. That's not how I held it before you. I read the last page of the menu first. Now you said life's too short to eat something disappointing, because you were too polite to look ahead. I leave the window open when it rains. You said the smell of wet pavement was the closest thing to a reset button the world had managed to invent. The things I learned from you are mine now, quietly mine. The things I learned from you moved in without asking, made themselves at home in the ordinary hours. I hold a pen differently. I read menus back to front. I leave windows open in the rain. The things I learned from you are the best things in my day, most days. I take my time with goodbyes now. You said the leaving was where most people got it wrong, rushing through the door like the next place was already more important than the one they were in. I look at buildings differently. You taught me to find the detail, the worn stone, the odd window, the fire escape that someone made into a garden. I would have walked past all of it before you showed me how to look. The things I learned from you are mine now, quietly mine. The things I learned from you moved in without asking, made themselves at home in the ordinary hours. I hold a pen differently. I read menus back to front. I leave windows open in the rain. The things I learned from you are the best things in my day, most days. I don't know if you know how much of you I kept. Not the big things, not the declarations, just the small instructions for how to move through a day a little more carefully, a little more awake than I was before. You showed me how. The things I learned from you, I'm grateful for all of them. The things I learned from you are how I know that even the ones that end leave something worth carrying. The pen, the menu, the window, the time I take with goodbyes, the way I look at buildings now, all of it yours, all of it mine, all of it worth every single thing it cost. The pen, the window, all of it worth it. There was a Tuesday in October I have thought about more times than I can count. The particular way the light came in, what you ordered, what you said about the music, the way you laughed at something I barely remember saying. I have turned that evening over like a stone, looking at every side, memorized the weight of it, the temperature, the exact way it ended. You probably don't think about it. You probably slept fine that night. You probably woke up Wednesday morning and made your coffee and went about your life without carrying anything from the night before. You probably don't think about it, and I don't say that with any anger. I say it with the particular quiet of someone who knows exactly how alone a memory can make you. I'm not asking you to carry it, it's not yours to carry. I just wanna name the asymmetry of how two people can be in the same room on the same Tuesday, under the same particular light, and leave with completely different things in their hands. You left with a pleasant evening, I left with a reference point for everything that came after. You probably don't think about it. You probably slept fine that night. You probably woke up Wednesday morning and made your coffee and went about your life without carrying anything from the night before. You probably don't think about it, and I don't say that with any anger. I say it with the particular quiet of someone who knows exactly how alone a memory can make you. It's not your fault that some evenings land differently in different people. It's not a failure that what was ordinary to you was a coordinate I still navigate by. Some feelings don't require two people to hold them. Some memories belong to only one of the people who was there, and that person just has to carry it alone with as much grace as they can manage. You probably don't think about it, and that's alright. That's just the way. Some things are distributed between two people who were never quite equally in the same place at the same time. You probably don't think about it. I think about it enough for both of us, and somehow that's enough to make it real. You probably don't. That's alright. Real enough. I've been trying to find the word for what we were, not a failure that's too heavy, not a success that's not quite right either. We were something in between, something that had all the right ingredients and still came out slightly different than the recipe described. The chemistry was real, I wanna be clear about that. The chemistry was absolutely real, we just couldn't find the temperature. Almost enough, we were almost enough for each other. Almost the right combination of the right people at the almost right time. Almost enough, I loved you almost completely. You almost knew how to stay. We were almost the kind of love that makes it almost enough. And almost is the most honest thing I know how to say about what we were. You were generous in the ways that mattered. You showed up more often than most would. You tried, I wanna say that clearly. You tried in the ways you knew how to try, and I tried too in the ways I knew, which turned out to be slightly different ways than the ones you needed, and slightly different than the ones I needed from you. We were two people trying very sincerely in slightly different directions. Almost enough, we were almost enough for each other. Almost the right combination of the right people at the almost right time. Almost enough, I loved you almost completely. You almost knew how to stay. We were almost the kind of love that makes it almost enough. And almost is the most honest thing I know how to say about what we were. I used to think almost was just another word for failure. Now I think almost is its own thing entirely. Almost means it was real, almost means it was worth trying. Almost means two people brought everything they had, and the gap between them was nobody's fault. Just the particular shape of two particular people who didn't quite fit, but came so close. It was worth every single minute of the trying. Almost enough, I'm grateful for the almost. Almost enough is more than a lot of people get. We were almost enough, and I hold that carefully, like something genuinely precious that happens to be broken. Almost enough was a real thing, was a true thing, was worth almost every single one. Almost enough was enough to matter. Almost enough, worth every almost enough to matter. I was making coffee this morning, not thinking about much. The light came through the way it does on days that don't announce themselves. And somewhere between the kettle and the first cup cooling, I thought about you the way I sometimes do now, without it costing anything, just a thought. The way a song comes back to you from somewhere you can't name. And I thought of all the people, I'm glad it was you. Glad it was you. Of all the people to almost love, I'm glad it was you. Not because it lasted, not because it worked out, just because of who you were in the particular way. You were it. Glad it was you who showed me what careful looks like, who showed me what good feels like before it became something else. Glad it was you. The almost was a good almost, because it was you. I think about the things you left me, not the hard ones, the good ones, the pen, the menu, the window, the way I look at buildings now, the way I take my time with goodbyes. I think about the Tuesday in October, the jacket on a stranger, the second menu I don't order anymore. All of it shaped by you, all of it mine now, all of it good. And I think of everything it cost and everything it gave, and I think it was worth it, because it was you. Glad it was you. Of all the people to almost love, I'm glad it was you. Not because it lasted, not because it worked out, just because of who you were in the particular way. You were it. Glad it was you who showed me what careful looks like, who showed me what good feels like before it became something else. Glad it was you. The almost was a good almost, because it was you. I hope you're somewhere good. I hope you're with someone who gets to have all of you, not just the almost. I hope you found the version of yourself that stayed. I hope you're making someone coffee and leaving it on their side of the desk, without announcing it, without asking, just because they're there. And that feels obvious to you, the way it always should. Glad it was you. I carry all of it lightly now. Glad it was you. The almost, the learning, the specific Tuesday in October. The jacket, the window, the things I learned, the things I kept. Glad it was you, who I almost loved, who I genuinely, completely. Glad it was you. Of all the people, in all the ordinary mornings it could have